We are in a time when we know very well that there is a likelihood that most police officers are corrupt, which is sad to see. It is hard to believe, it is difficult to prove even if you try, but there is a way to prove something else. The care and respect the police officers have for the resources that are paid for by the taxpayers. Knowing very well that the taxpayer pays for their cars and their buildings, you expect them to ensure that those vehicles and buildings are cared for. We pay for the monthly rentals and the fuel of those vehicles, thinking that they'll be used to fight crime, and yet we see the police officers driving around and doing shopping using our police vehicles. They are going around picking up their children and girlfriends using our police vehicles. Resources we are being told are there to fight crime and keep us safe are being used for private matters. We see it all the time. If that is not something for the police officers to get into trouble over, then what are we doing? As citizens, we expect delivery of services that we fund. A few days ago, a police officer had an accident while driving a police vehicle. Onlookers say the man was drunk. When the police arrived at the accident scene, they were supposed to check him for intoxication. They didn't. They simply let him get carried off to the hospital without doing the required tests. Witnesses claim that the police officers even removed alcohol from the scene. This police officer was off duty, and yet he was driving the police vehicle, allegedly drunk in the police vehicle we fund, with the fuel we pay for. What kind of nonsense is this that we are dealing with? Men and women who have no respect for their uniforms. They have no love or respect for their country. The issue with South Africa is the economy is so bad, ne? So most people are entering policing, nursing, and teaching not because they like it. No, they enter because they simply need a job. If the jobs were abundant, these kinds of jobs would have been avoided by those people who are in it for greedy reasons alone. This police officer was recorded driving recklessly by a passenger in the vehicle behind him, swerving from side to side. What could make a police officer not check a person like that for intoxication? As if that's not enough, removing beer bottles from a scene like that in full view of onlookers. These are signs of serious degradation within our police force, and something needs to be done. The fact that they were even that late to a scene speaks volumes. This habit of police officers helping other police officers get out of trouble is a mentality that creates criminality within the organization. If I helped you get away with drunk driving, why can't you help me hide evidence? Just like that, the cycle of corruption within an organization that was established to uphold the law has begun. Dear South Africa, we need patriotic police officers. Meanwhile, we have these other police officers. Look at this. Just so we're clear, we do not have a problem with police officers having parties in their own time. We do, however, have a big problem with police officers having parties using our resources. Police officers driving around while drunk, and these ones at an all-white party with our vehicles. But when you call the police station, you are told there's no police van to bring the police to the crime scene. There are police stations where there's only one vehicle or one police van. There are even police stations where the vehicles that can access off-road locations are unavailable. Meanwhile, there are police vehicles being used to go to parties. In some of these, the excuses used was that some of these people were retired. Another excuse was that these were police officers that had gone for a team building exercise. Government employees and their bosses have been wasting our money on so-called team building exercises for years now. Many of those exercises are just a way to use our budgets that were not fully utilized in their departments. They were supposed to maintain their buildings, but instead they go on team building exercises. What team building exercises? How do you build teams using loud music and alcohol? Explain to me, please, exactly how do you do that? I would genuinely like to know. Team building should be done during training and retraining. I sincerely hope that alcohol was not bought using our taxes. These police officers were suspended, but I'm pretty sure they'll get their jobs back very soon. Remember, to them, it's not that they were drinking with their vehicle that we pay for, driven with fuel that we pay for. No. To these police officers and even to some citizens, that's not seen as a problem, sadly. The problem is that they were caught doing it by the taxpayer. The fact that the taxpayer found out about it is the real problem to them. Similar to the drunk driver, something might be done to pacify the taxpayer, but it's all for show. We need consequences that serve as a lesson for those kinds of police officers and their immediate superiors. There is no way that these people just took a vehicle. There are leaders that have been allowing this type of nonsense to carry on, allowing state resources to be used for personal gain time and time again. It has become a culture that both civil servants and citizens have come to accept as the norm, and that is a big problem. They act surprised when the video footage reaches the public, but this is nothing new. What's new is the fact that when you record events thinking you're saving memories, those same videos may reach the unintended audience. And whenever you engage in foolishness, the taxpayer just might be there to record everything they saw you do. That is what is new. Anyway, please stay safe this December, guys. Remember to visit citizenconcern.co.za to buy yourself and your loved ones a Citizen Concern t-shirt for Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Katlego. This is Citizen Concerned. And until next time, beware of the comrades.